On this episode of the Bozo podcast, the boys play ball. Dan's body is buckling, and Nathan turns a new leaf. Welcome to the Bozo Show.
What a start to the fucking Bozo Show.
Bozo Show, everybody.
What's up?
I like your hat.
Thank you. It
Completely
has
unrelated.
my dog from New York on it.
And it's got a zipper on this. Show them the zipper.
Oh, yeah.
They can't see it.
Put like a golf tee or something?
A golf tee? No, that's not for a golf tee.
I don't know what it's for.
Is it actually for a golf? Imagine.
Probably. What the fuck else would you put in there? Like a dog treat or some shit?
You're such a nerd.
I don't know. I just bought the hat.
Can I decide what you're talking about today? You're talking about your golf and shit. What's going on with that?
Well,
you golf and
Nathan, my
brigader?
body hurts.
Yeah, tell me about it.
My body hurts.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm a competitor and an athlete, Nathan.
Oh yes.
If
there's anything that Dan is, it's competitive.
Competitive and an athlete. Back in the day, 3-sport athlete. Albeit I only played 2 at a time because volleyball and soccer were both in the fall. And then hockey was in the winter, and then I didn't do spring sport because fuck track. I said it. Fuck track.
I did marching band and soccer.
That's fair. Marching band's a lot of exercise. I hate marching band.
It is a decent amount.
And you gotta wear heavy ass clothing in the fucking sun, dude.
Honestly, I feel like I've always mentally prepared for marching band though, because I just walk around with multiple layers.
That's true, actually.
All the time.
You were like heat resistant somehow.
Yeah,
I was always
born ready for it.
I was always like fuck marching band because I would be like, I don't want to fucking do this every time. Like you go to do it, and then eventually I quit band sophomore year. So
yeah,
rip.
It's the only time that I ever coordinated walks with like 100 people. That's what it is, just coordinated walking.
It's like army marching. You do left, right, left, that sort of thing. But
we did field shows. Do you guys do field shows or just?
No.
We did
like
field show too.
Like at halftime and stuff.
Yeah, we did that too.
No.
Our marching band did that too. So we had like coordinated, be like, all right, now do your routine. There'd be like 50 people walking in, and it's really just competitive walking. You would have liked it. You would have liked competitive walking.
I would not have liked it because band was like not chill in my school. Like my band teacher would struggle to get kids to the pep band for football games. And then like once the kids are there, they're like, yeah, play the song, and then they like fuck off for a little bit and then come back.
I think for my school, everyone was so into the sports and whatnot that for us it's like we're already gonna go to the show anyways. Might as well get a free bus ride, so I just get to hang out after school.
You went to away games?
Oh yeah.
We didn't do away games.
Oh no, I mean like we did field shows. We did every football game we also went to.
No.
So we do like we wait after school. We take a little bus.
Did you have a good football team?
I have no. They're okay.
I think ours were just like dog shit.
They played a few out of state, but. We didn't go out of state, but that's the most that it got. I don't think they were like national.
I don't think we ever made it out of like first round of playoffs in our football team.
Yeah, I don't even know enough about how it even works. So like I don't know how impressive out of state is. Maybe that's good.
That's if they went to states.
They went to states.
Wait, that wouldn't be out of state then.
Well, they went to
states is in state. They won their in state tournament and went out of state to
know
nationals.
That at some point the football team was like, yeah, we gotta go another state down.
Maybe they just play as like a different. I don't know how California football works.
I don't know how it works. Maybe I don't know. I could be lying. I don't know sports.
If your high school went to nationals, that's a little crazy.
I don't know sports. I'm probably lying. Propagandist. That's my new title. Propagandist.
Dude, I love how my camera angle changes every podcast. I just looked. One like 2 weeks ago, it was like really low. Last week, it was like over the side because of Peyton, and then this week it's like my entire bathroom door is in the shot.
we don't have like tape set up.
It's like barely even getting the.
I'm not gonna lie. Before I said that, I mean, like you were in the room. I spent like 40 minutes setting everything up, and I was like, it's just not right. It's not right. I had to restart all over again.
This is leaking into shot. This is the camera. No, my camera's higher.
No, wait, bring it. Get it out of shot, Dan.
I'm trying, man.
Get it out of shot. Wait, it wasn't in shot before. It was when you reached your hand over to touch them. It's when you touch. I swear to God.
It's fine. But yeah.
Restart. Welcome back to.
We're not restarting. Fuck that shit. We had a shit band in our school. That's why my band teacher thought I was like some sort of fucking prodigy, probably, because everyone else didn't give a shit, and I was like decent.
I think for one, maybe the reason why our band played everywhere was because the middle school, that pretty much everybody from the middle school went to that high school. Our middle school program was like really good. Like our middle school program we flew. Like, we got invited to play in Carnegie Hall.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
As a middle schooler? Did you actually go? Did you do it?
Yeah, the middle school class did, because like the teacher is just like really good.
You played in Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, isn't that like a really sick achievement?
Oh, probably. I was in middle school though. I didn't earn it. That's just my middle school
I have
teacher.
like a second uncle like once removed from my like primary family, and he like trained his ass off his whole life in violin to get to play in Carnegie Hall.
But I'm a middle school kid. It doesn't count.
Yeah, well,
it doesn't count.
Sure it does. That's crazy.
You can put it on the resume. Like,
what the fuck?
And it's like, oh really? Do you have like any references? Like, yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, back in middle school, my class got invited.
My band teacher couldn't even get my name right.
That's actually.
He called me Danny the entire fucking 2 years I was in band in middle school.
I feel like I just called.
But I every time we would say it, I'd be like, it's just Dan or Daniel.
I feel like it's so hard to fuck up like shortening a name instead of just you got it right, just Dan.
Listen, he was a fucking like schizophrenic, I swear to God. He was this like really uppity like random guy. He didn't teach band well at all. He was just like sheet music and let's do it over and over and over. No helping individuals.
My band teacher, I love him a lot. Great. My high school band teacher, great guy. Everybody loves him. I'm not gonna say his last name, but great guy. Yeah. But he has just his voice never went through puberty. So he'll
high ass voice.
Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Wars, and he'd be like, all right guys, turn to page 5.
That's crazy.
And he's like 40 something, and he already has like kids that are like in middle school or something when we were in high school, and he just never. His voice never dropped, but he could play, dude.
My band teacher had like a high voice, not voice crack, but he was this big fat guy with like a goatee, and he'd be like, Daniel, start playing the trumpet. He sounded like that. He'd be like, no, not that guy. That was my high school band. My middle school band teacher was a fucking that rat, but the high school band teacher was chill. He was just a little crazy, I think.
Yeah.
But he was very passionate about band and had to work very hard to get anyone to care, which is why he was probably crazy. Rounding
about. Because we got detoured. Why are you so sore? What's going on with your sports?
Yeah, my whole body is sore because Saturday I played golf with my coworker.
How long? I don't know. Like, for me and everyone else who doesn't understand what golf entails, explain like why. How is golf making you sore?
So
I played mini golf. Not that hard.
Mini golf is this motion, right? It's like 6 inches either way,
like a 30-degree angle. Of
just a
turning.
Little bit, just a little tap. Real golf is club all the way back,
full
and
wind
all the way
up
through. You're stretching your ribs, your sides, your back the entire time.
Would you
your
say
shoulders.
Is it like the same experience as like a baseball bat, or do you think more or less? Or
yeah, but it like instead of just hitting the ball, sometimes you hit dirt, and then like your wrist like
you get like the feedback.
Yeah, exactly. The shock.
Do you
goes
ever
up.
get like vibration shocks?
Sometimes.
That's actually
when you hit like if you hit like a rock or like a tree stump, that'll break your wrist. You can literally break your wrist.
Ooh.
But sometimes when you get some thick dirt, especially because it was a dry day.
Yeah.
I play better when the ground is wet because then the club kind of like cuts through the dirt a little nicer because it's a little damp. But it was dry, so I kept like stubbing my club.
I have
in the ground.
6 handicap. Fight me any day.
No, you don't.
I'll beat you.
No, you don't.
They call me Joe Biden.
It was a weird day because I played like hot and cold, which is unusual for me. Usually I'm like pretty consistent and level-headed mentally, but yesterday or Saturday was like one shot I'll hit like perfectly dead straight like 200 yards like on the green, perfect, and then the next shot will be like the flub chip or whatever, or like I'll shank it into the woods and then get an extra stroke because it's out of bounds, take a drop, and then that shot will be pure right onto the green, and then I'll save like a bogey or something.
Let me like sit in your. Let me skin suit you, okay, for a second. I need to be in your. I need to feel you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna skin suit you. Eyes are closed. You know, you're. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Perfectly moderate temperature. Not overcast. Sun's out. You're teeing up. You see all the way down there. You got the hole. You're teeing up to go. What do you? How do I know how much power to give it? Am I putting my finger up? Am I feeling the air? Is it like Wii Sports?
Okay. Well,
what's the thought process?
There's a couple factors you need to take into account, right? Mm-hmm. First of all, you know how far it is away. You have like the laser guns, or nowadays on carts they have like screens that'll just like it's
That's
like
actually
GPS.
kind of crazy. Wait, so you're doing trigonometry? Question mark in your head. Are you doing trig?
You're doing a little bit of math, yeah. Not trig, but like
Well,
there's
that's what you
literally
use.
laser guns that will shoot a laser and it'll hit like you aim at the flag and then it'll depending on how long the laser goes.
I'm asking you the number. What do you do with that? It's like 200 away.
Okay,
What's that? What are you doing?
200 away. So
math.
first I take into account wind, right?
Okay.
If there's wind against, if there's wind going left or right, doesn't really matter because they can't aim that well anyways.
Okay.
If it's wind against, you add 10 yards. If it's wind helping, you take away 10 yards. So
Yeah, for you, it's consistent, always 10?
Depends how strong the wind is, but usually it's not that windy. So it's
Yeah.
like you just 10 is like a solid number. Then is it uphill, downhill? Because depending on how uphill it is, that might be an extra 20 yards you need to put on.
Can I describe my... Okay.
Okay, give me a perfect scenario.
Gong, 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 gong. Okay, you're in Wii Sports.
Okay.
All right. It's literally straight shot. It kind of... you have a valley effect. So you're on a hill, goes down, and then it's hill up to the hole. Left, there's woods. Don't want to get in the woods.
Yeah.
Right, just a lake. That's a lake there, buddy.
Okay, so
you're not hooking it right. That's for sure.
What's
That's
the
a
wind
dead
doing?
ball. Wind to your back.
Helping.
Wind's on your neck. Yeah, pushing
Okay.
the ball forward.
So it's going to be slightly downhill. So we're going to take off 10 yards. And then the wind is helping, so we're going to take off another 10 yards. So say it's a 200-yard shot,
Yep.
we're shooting 180.
Ooh.
So now here's the thing that's going to help you understand this a little bit more.
Okay.
So the way you tell your distances is each club has a different angle of loft, right?
I see.
So
they get,
the reason there's so many clubs in a bag is because the driver is basically flat, and you want to
Yeah.
like pop your shoulder up, go into the front of your stance, and have a wide stance so that when you swing, it's hitting like the end of your swing when the club will be tilted like this, basically.
Yeah.
Will shoot the ball upwards essentially and far because the driver is flat and because it's a big thing.
Yeah.
So it's more mass. Then you'll go to like minier versions of a driver, like a 3-wood or a 5-wood. And then you get to your irons. A 5-iron
Big iron.
is the flattest. And then it's like 6, 7, 8, 9, and then like a pitching wedge. And then you'll get to your wedges.
So the irons reset the curve?
It just like slightly keeps opening it up so that
Okay.
instead of going out, it'll go up, which is less yards.
Okay.
So the shortest club in my bag is my sand wedge, which is like 56 degrees of angle on the club.
Jeez.
So if I were to hold the club straight up, right, like straight,
Yeah, perpendicular
it's
to the
56
ground.
degrees open,
Yeah.
so that when I swing, the ball goes more up than
That's
forward,
a popper.
which means less distance. So your clubs determine how far you hit it, depending on like you kind of got to get like a feel for it because me, I tend to have a very fast swing. I swing hard.
Yeah.
But like my coworker swings easier. So my 180 shot is probably like a 7-iron. And my coworkers would be like a 5-iron, right?
Because they need more.
Because they swing easier. I swing harder. So I'm hitting the ball farther. So if I'm shooting 180, I break out the 7-iron and then it's just a full swing. Full power.
Sheesh, I've never thought I'd be talking about golf.
It's just,
I know nothing about golf.
listen, if you can get the swing mechanic down and get over the insecurity of you're going to be dog shit and like play in a more controlled environment to learn, then you can start then once you get a little bit of a feel for it, you can start to play like with anybody and then it just becomes fun. It's like a self-improvement thing, like gaming, you're just trying to get better and better. Like over this past 6 months or since we started playing again this year, I've gone from not even being able to get consistent scoring to shooting below 100, which is for the first time, which is crazy. I never thought I'd be that good because...
Do you think I would get my first time a 90?
No shot. You would struggle to
We
shoot
should do
a 130.
Future idea. We hit the golf.
We
hit the golf
We would need to, first of all, have the money to get on a golf course with a camera and rent it or whatever. No, because most places are private and snobby. And we can't be slow, and we have to there's a pace that you need to hit because there's people behind you and people in front of you got to keep up with.
All I heard was yap yap yap. We need to be rich to play golf.
Basically,
We need to be rich to play golf?
To privately play on a course where we can rent it out ourselves. Unless we go to like literally a beater course. Like,
let's go to a beater course. Who cares?
Try.
I'm not good at golf.
But if we go on like a
who cares
Wednesday
if there's
morning,
a random guy in the background with no shirt on? We'll blur him out or put like faces on his boobs.
I'm talking about like actual golfers who would be behind us getting pissed off that we're filming, you know.
No, we'll film towards the
slowing down the pace of play.
We're not gonna slow it down. There's 2 of us. They probably have like a whole team if they're going golfing.
Yeah, but you usually can't book 2 because then they'll just pair you up with another 2, and we'll have randoms.
Well, then we'll have the 2 people filming with us. That's 4, so that we have 4 people in the hole.
Yeah, it's fair. And then we only play 2.
And we only
That's
play
not
2.
a bad idea.
Boom.
We could do that.
Stay tuned for that one, guys.
You're gonna be bad,
coming out
though.
right now. I'm gonna be amazing. Okay, run it back then. Either another episode or tie it in. A B plot, because I know we love those. Mini golf, and I'm the champion. And I'm the champion of mini golf. I think I would still
just win mini golf.
I think I win mini golf.
Dude, I putt on real greens. You don't think I can handle mini golf?
I don't think so, because I think it's a whole different game, buddy.
Not.
It's a whole, that's like being like,
oh
yeah, I speedrun Mario. I'm sure I'm top at Sonic.
It's just putting.
You can be okay at Sonic, but I play Sonic, brother.
It's putting on easy mode because most of the holes are flat. When you're on a golf course, everything's like slightly curved, so you have to like read and.
You don't know the struggles.
I do. I've played mini golf before. You act like I haven't.
Sure.
I play real golf. Of course, I've played mini golf.
You play real golf. I play the mini kind, and mine's better. It's more fun. There's cool colors. It's a quicker game. You don't sweat as much.
I wouldn't.
You don't
say
need
it's
to be
more
rich
fun.
to play it.
You don't need to be rich to play actual golf.
That's not how it sounded to me.
Well, you need to be rich to fucking rent out a golf course so that you don't piss anybody off by filming. But we could go play golf like
privacy rights.
We could go play golf at like I know this shitty course here that's like $20 to play.
Okay.
And it's like easy.
Catch us there. Anyways, why you did other sports too, right?
So
we got one down the way. This is the golfing done.
That's the golfing
Golf
done. My back is lit up on fire. Whoa. I got a slight sunburn. My shoulders hurt. Mm-hmm. That's that day. I'm a little bit of leg fatigue because you got to walk around uphill, downhill, whatever.
Yeah.
Sunday comes around. I have a hockey game at 5:45. Very leg intensive. I get shin splints that I have to stretch for. And by like the third period, they're flaring up. I'm a little under the weather because of all the drinking that we talked about with Peyton last week.
Yep.
So I have like a runny nose. I'm feeling a little like already fatigued because of the sickness, but then also the soreness. We won 8-2. It was kind of sick. I only had 1 goal. I scored the first goal of the game, and then kind of just.
How long are those games? 90 minutes.
It's like 3 15-minute periods in the men's league we play, I think.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense because it's pretty intensive.
Yeah, I mean in the NHL it's like 20 minutes, so it's just like a shorter version of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were playing these. We only had 2 lines of players, so there's me and 2 other guys on the one offensive pairing, and then another 3 guys as the second offensive pairing, and then we only had 3 defensemen. So basically, either I'm out there, or I'm not. Like, there's no like sitting on the bench for a while like a third sort of group of people goes. Mm-hmm. It's like if that guy gets tired, I'm on. If I get tired, he's on. It's just back and forth.
Sounds like you guys were electric though. If you fucking still won.
Well, our team's pretty damn good. We have a lot of like young guys. You know Sam, Jackson's friend Sam. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty filthy defender. Oh yeah. Like he'll somehow he'll get the puck on defense and go on a run like on his own. Yeah. And either like drag defenders onto him and then give a pass for someone to score, or he'll just score it himself. But if he loses the puck somehow, he always gets back in time. I think he's just like a really strong skater. Mm-hmm. But I haven't played ice hockey in like 7 years until like this year. Yeah. So my like legs need to work like double as hard to play at the same speed he does, because my legs are just not in the same shape that they used to be.
So like for me, whenever I look at hockey, situation wise, seems a lot like soccer. What's the differences? I know obviously huge difference already. You're hitting a ball and you're on ice. Some big changes. So it's like you're saying on defense, he takes the ball and he runs it all the way down.
The puck, but yes.
It's the puck. It's a lot shorter of a field, so I'm sure it's fine. Like that's the thing you wouldn't normally do in soccer if you're a defender. You're not going to run the ball all the way down.
No, not really. Sometimes a defender, if they have space and no one's stepping to them, they'll step up in soccer. But in hockey, it's a short rink, and you can get a lot of speed really quickly.
Yeah.
On ice skates, right?
Oh yeah, because especially people who are like confident in skating, you can pick up.
Yeah, they just
crazy
go full
fast.
speed. But also like because of the amount of like shifting in direction you're doing, I guess you get to do the same in soccer, but I don't know. In a hockey, you're just constantly like
a lot more technical,
digging into the ice, and then like going back and forth, and then people are throwing hits, and then also your shoulders are working, your back's working because you're stick handling.
It's also
way
more physical of a contact sport than soccer is, right?
So it's like you're out there for like max a minute and a half, and then you're fucking gassed because you're basically going full. It's like soccer if you were sprinting the entire time you were out there.
Yeah.
But then you could take like a minute break on the bench and then go out for another minute.
What's like people body each other. When does it become like an actual foul? Because I feel like people get fucking aggressive in hockey.
Well,
and I don't see shit get called as much.
You can't use your elbow. You can't like leave your feet. That's like a charge. It's just shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, you can just ram. You just can't shove.
Well, you can give a little shove, just not with this like the stick in between your hands. Like you can use your hands and give a guy a little push or whatever. A lot of the times, like I'll play center and I'll win a face-off and I'll win it back, and the guy will try to like sprint past me. But what you're supposed to do is like tie your guy up so he can't rush your defense. Yeah. And I'll just step in front of him and like stick my back out and just give him a little hit, make sure he can't get past me.
The only thing I have similar to that was in defense, especially earlier on, because I feel like in earlier leagues of soccer, like just some kids are bigger than others. There's a lot more like diversity, I feel like, in like kids leagues. Some people like as forwards would they get the idea like I'm a big kid, I'm just gonna run into them, and I would just do the wall. Like I'd brace myself and they just
like in basketball, you take the charge.
And they just bounce off of me, and then I'm like, okay, that honestly I'm upset.
That's a basketball play.
I feel like way less people don't do that now, like as the group that I play with has grown. I want more people to just full run into me, and then I just I'm like, I can take it. Like, see who wins.
No, they're just in soccer is more so like forearm strength, like holding off people. Yeah. Like if a guy tries to come at you, use your forearm to push him off. That's why like a lot of times guys will just like the forearm will slip up their shoulder into their face, and then they'll go down. It's kind of a dive, but he did hit him in the face, so it is a foul. Yeah. But there is like similar hits in soccer that like in hockey, because you can do shoulder to shoulder. A lot of times if guys are sprinting to keep a ball in bounds, like the defender will try to box the guy out and he'll just like throw a shoulder, and it's perfectly legal if it's shoulder to shoulder. The problem is like when they get him in the back, or if they just like cut across the front of them, because then they're clipping legs and then it becomes a foul. But if it's shoulder to shoulder, you can like body a guy off the ball easily. Yeah. It's not a foul in soccer.
But yeah, hockey, that fucked you up.
Yeah, so hockey's a very muscle-intensive sport. Any injuries
specifically from that game, or just general soreness?
No, I haven't gotten injured. Like my skates like squeeze my feet, so my feet are like really sore. My shins, because the shin splints are like really tight right now. My calves, it's just like it's a lot of like lower leg work, just shifting weight on your skates and stuff like that. Yeah. And then like again, just more back soreness from like leaning over, and like shoulder soreness from stick handling. So it's like that same muscle is even more sore, and then like the bottom half of my legs are sore, and then it's a lot of like opening up your hips and stuff to like carve into the ice different. So my groin is like sore, my hips are sore, and then like the golf soreness started to set in today. So I have like rib soreness, because like when you swing, when you swing, you're coming through, and your entire like body kind of stretches, your entire torso, including the. So like when I finish my swing and my arms are like up here, my entire like side ribs, torso. It's like a whatever the side abs called. I can't remember.
I don't know if that's
lats are like back here.
What? I don't remember what these are
back
called.
Muscles. Obliques, I think.
Obliques, you're right.
Yeah, my obliques are sore from just twisting and stretching them over and over, swinging golf. My forearms are sore from golf and hockey, but the real kicker happened after that.
Oh yeah.
When after hockey, my friends who I used to play soccer with wanted to get together and play soccer because we haven't played in a while.
True.
But there wasn't enough of us, so we ended up going to a tennis court and playing soccer tennis. I did like the white man's trio. I went golfing, played hockey, and then played a little bit of tennis, except it was soccer tennis. But the way we were playing, I was basically dropping back to like receive every hit that went over. Yeah. And then what I would do pretty much most times to control the ball the best would stop it with my chest, which naturally I just like take it onto this side of my chest. So my chest is like bruised right now. Like I touch it and it hurts because it's bruised. Because I would touch it down with my chest and then I would hit it with like the side of my foot. Yeah. Right on my right below my ankle, which my hockey skates like sometimes like you put the laces like behind your ankle.
Yeah, you tie them that way to keep them tight. Yeah.
And that lace like.
Did it cut into you or something?
It kind of digs in and makes like a bruise.
Yeah.
So
you're tying them tight.
Literally, you have to because otherwise you'll break your ankle or something. But I was constantly kicking the ball off that same spot on my ankle. So now my ankle feels like
just
fucked up, and then my chest is bruised, and then on top of like all the leg soreness, like it's like every single aspect of my body besides like my neck. Maybe that's a little sore from sleeping wrong, but. Just my whole body's fucked up.
For soccer tennis, I'm assuming it's just juggling and the same basic rules of tennis, or what's the conversion? What makes soccer like? How do you convert tennis rules to soccer?
So you get one bounce, and then the only rule for like how many times you have to. It's like 3 times per team, and then you have to go over, right?
Oh, okay, only 3 touches.
Only 3 touches, but one person can do 2 touches in a row. You can't do 3 touches in a row. So
always has to play off of a teammate too.
Yeah. So most of the time when they would hit it over, it'd bounce once. I would chest it onto my foot and then kick it like close to the net, and then Jackson or Christian or Juan would
tap it over
with their head to try to like redirect it basically and throw them off on the next touch. Yeah. And then sometimes it'd like bounce once, and then I would just like head it straight to them if it was like a nice enough like rally or whatever. And then sometimes if it doesn't bounce and you hit it out of the air, you can do like 1 or 2 touches and then let it bounce because you still have 1 bounce in play. Yeah. And we just played like that. Played the small court, like the inner 4 boxes of the tennis court instead of the whole thing. It was fun. I was just like super dead the whole time. I started like it was hot Texas night. Did
you get wins? Sweat. Did you take home a trophy?
I won. I want to say how many sets we did, like best 2 out of 3 and then switch teams a bunch. Yeah. I only lost 1 set out of like 5 I think we played. Sheesh. So I was kind of nasty. No lie.
The only other version of soccer tennis I've seen is like the Olympic sport where they're actually playing off of like a ping pong paddle.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Like the curved ping pong table.
If you've never seen that, that's
I can't remember what it's called, but like Ronaldinho endorses it, like the Brazilian soccer player, because it's just like
amazing.
It's the same
ball
sort
control.
of thing, just
the best
like
ball control that you can ever
Dude,
have.
Have you seen the TikToks of the Brazilians who do it on the beach and they don't let the ball touch the ground and they'll drill it at each other and then just take like the craziest touches?
No, I have not, but now I want to see that, dude.
It's the most impressive shit ever. It's like
I've never practiced ball control, and I am a bad player because of it.
Well, soccer tennis would help a lot because it's all just technical, like controlling the ball, keeping it close to your body so that you can like pass it to your teammate or put it over. That makes
sense because it's just that there is no other stuff. It's just at the entire time.
And then like the more uncomfortable the other team puts you in, the more you get used to like doing like weird movements and stuff to control the ball. Like a lot of the times it'd be like I'd be like dragging my left foot as I'm like stepping and like flicking the ball backwards over my head, like extending my hamstring. That's why my hamstring's sore. I just moved my leg, my hamstring's sore. Because like I'd be reaching for it and I'd kick it back to like Christian or something over my head. And then sometimes you're using like the side of your foot. Sometimes you're like practicing like controlling a header to keep it in bounds, stuff like that. So it's a lot of good practice, and it's a good workout too. I was sweating like a fucking pig.
No, I imagine, especially with the compound soreness. I'm sure after that you were fucking dead forever.
Dude, as much so this morning I woke up and I was like, I've been like every time I had to bend down to like set up this set, I was like,
I kind of love that whenever I get a good workout though, where I'm just like the most basic of tasks. I'm like, oh man, I did such a good job.
Well, usually
I'm doing so good.
Usually like when I've been hitting the gym lately, it's like I'll eat enough protein and then the soreness kind of just like doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah.
But this was just like, it's the weekend, so I'm not in my like meal routine. Also, Brian isn't fucking giving me meals.
Brian!
I have a friend who cooks.
Call out.
He has a business where he cooks dinner for people, or lunch and dinner, but just dinner for me.
He does meal prep work, and you meal prep for me.
There's no meals in the fridge right now, Brian. What the fuck's going on, bro?
Ding, ding, ding. If there's no dinner by next Bozo, you're fired.
Dude, do you remember when I came home and I put your hand on my back and it was all wet? You were drunk, but...
Why?
Why? I thought it was funny. I don't know. My shirt was like soaked on my back, and I came home. Well, yesterday we were celebrating David's birthday. I say we. I did not go to dinner with them.
Mainly me, I think.
Well, you and Noah. And then eventually Seb and David. Basically, they went out to dinner, but I had a hockey game, so I stayed back. And then, while I was eating dinner before soccer, they came home and started watching Harry Potter.
That's true. We were doing. Oh wait, have I not told anyone here about the classic tradition? Okay, well, there's a classic tradition. Originally, it started as Pirates Night, in which you watch the movie Pirates of the Caribbean or the Caribbean, depending on what your pronunciation preferences are. But you watch the movie, and anytime they say the word pirates, you take a shot. It's very fun.
Shot is aggressive.
There is a screenshot, like I can give the image. It's me in a shitty like old monitor camera, just that's like mounted, of me just passed out dead on the floor. And I was there for like an hour, and they called me and they're like, hey, like we were all on a big Discord call together, and which eventually just
this was before you even moved.
This was a while ago. And then it became like a long, like running tradition. So like every probably like 6 months to a year now since then, I've always been like, guys, we need to do another one. So another like very popular one is Harry Potter. And if they say Harry Potter or Harry Potter.
What? The last name counts too?
Or if it's written on screen, Harry Potter or Harry Potter, you take a drink.
Okay.
So that's what we were doing last night.
Last night they started the first two, which happened in the first like 30 seconds of the fucking movie. They took 2 shots, and then for the rest it was just sipping beer.
And we took one more shot like halfway through as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I wasn't there for that. But basically, when I ate Chipotle, and then they started the movie, and then I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to go play soccer tennis. I left at like 8 o'clock. I got back at like 10:15-ish.
Yeah.
And they were all half asleep, like half of them were asleep and the other half were fucking plastered.
I was at a certain part, it's the fun part of the game.
Dude, the game wasn't even over. The movie wasn't even over. You guys had quit, and it wasn't
even over.
The Triwizard Cup wasn't even done.
The fun part is to see how long you can go, because eventually it'll get to a point where everybody's like, we're done. We can't do any more. And you all sit down. You're like, all right, let's just play the movie, and then I'll be back to back. Harry,
yeah,
where are you, Harry? And it's like, that's 3. And it's like 4 or 5. There's one point that we literally got 7 in the span of a minute, and I was like, we're done. We're cooked. I was on the floor with a blanket over my head, rolling on the ground.
Yeah,
I was like, I can't take anymore.
Like, I can't. I think without shots, it's doable.
It's doable without shots. No, it's definitely doable without shots.
Like
it's
just straight beer.
Still miserable.
Yeah.
But doable. But it is just fun to just throw some shots in there, just so you know that you're not making it.
It's funny to go into a movie and then you realize like how much they say, like the one word you're trying to go for.
Do you know what happened in the last Harry Potter?
What?
The last Harry Potter. This was like sometime last Christmas, so a little bit over a year ago.
Which one is this? Prisoner of Azkaban?
I don't remember.
The third one? Second one?
Second one, I think.
We
were drinking this time. Again, way stronger alcohol per volume than
Did you
beer.
do wine
we
at
were
some
doing
point?
wine.
Oh no,
we were
dude.
doing wine, which is like at least like 12%.
You have to do something weak because they're gonna say it so many
Here's what I
fucking
remember.
times.
Here's what I remember. Dun 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 dun. Man, this movie's great. I can't wait to watch it. Take a sip of my wine, lay down, open my eyes, credits. And I said, "That's the movie?" And I look around, my wine glass gone, missing. Who knows where it is? And then like a day later, Robin was like, "Yeah, at some point your wine glass broke in half behind my PC." And I'm like, "How did it get behind the PC? There was no
Was this
wine
in the living
it.
room?
No, this was in her room because we were all gathered around, just like laying on the floor.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, fun tradition. Do it with your friends.
I haven't even done it yet because I was absent for this time and I was not friends with you when you
There's
did the first
still
time with
time.
Pirates.
That just means
And
there's
I didn't live
another
with
reason.
you when you did the other two.
Next one has to be Pirates because the last two I remember have been Harry Potter, and the first one was Pirates. So we got to bring it back around to Pirates night.
Pirates. I don't like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Well, we need to find another movie where they're just gonna say their name a ridiculous
Yeah.
amounts. The third movie or the fourth movie, the one that we watched, whichever one we watched, they looked it up. They said just the word Harry. We didn't look up the word Potter 93 times.
That's not bad.
93
sips.
Not
Just no
counting
shot.
Potter.
First
not,
one. All right,
not
here's the
counting
rule.
Potter. Not counting
Oh,
shown
that's
on
true.
screen.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just spoken Harry.
Oh,
Because
God.
remember, sometimes they're just like, here's your grade, and it says in the top left, Harry Potter. That counts.
I could do it. I can do it. I know I could do it. Dude, me and Scarlett were theorizing because we started watching Twilight afterwards for some reason.
We did start watching Twilight. Dude, and Twilight's so jarring.
It's such a bad movie. The acting's bad. Listen, the story's great, all right? Don't, hey, this is just my opinion. Don't cancel me, you know?
Canceled.
Calc short for calculator. You ever seen that guy? I'll talk about it after. But
Hock it to you.
Twilight is objectively a bad movie. The story, books, whatever, fine. I don't mind the IP, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Edward and Bella kind of slay. The vampires are kind of cunty.
Kind of slay.
They're cunty, but it's a bad movie. Their acting is bad.
It's very weird. I'll say some of the stuff for sure. Just the exchanges, not You know, maybe your glasses might have a tinge of rose. That's all I'm saying. Take off your rose-colored glasses, guys. Maybe the movie aged a little worse than you remember.
Listen, the glasses are not rose tinted. The glasses are blue tinted because that fucking
Like
movie is like washed out.
It is so bad. I don't know who that.
The
how
color
did that get
correction.
approved? No one looked at it.
It's just like the theming of these pale ass vampires. Like the whole movie is like Seattle, Washington, cloudy. Like it's all like it's like they took the saturation and made it negative.
They all just look so unnatural. Though.
It's all white and blue.
I swear. I feel like if
color-coded.
you were to like take the color picker from any of the people's faces, it's just gray.
It's just gray and
It's
white.
just gray.
Yeah.
They don't have any pigment, and it's like, oh, he looks so weird, and it's like you all look weird.
Whoever
You're
did the color
all
correction for
great
that
people.
movie was like,
He's on one.
they were like, are you sure you want it blue and everything blue, white, and gray?
The director's
You
like,
sure?
this is my thing, and it's just applied to the entire movie.
Even like the scenes where they're like in a restaurant and it's like the lights are orange in the background, it's still like pale and blue. It's so weird.
I don't know.
I guess it's like makes sense for the theming of like the vampires and all this like no sunlight BS, but like it's just like looks jarring.
Outside of getting crazily drunk, though, me and Noah have decided, outside of these crazy shenanigans, we're hanging up our fun towels. We're no more fun in the house.
What do you mean no more fun? I
We're
like having fun.
adulting.
Oh yeah.
We're cooking all of our meals. Me and Noah said, no more fast food, no more soda.
Well,
Boom.
not for me.
Boom. And we're done.
Well, part of that's because you don't have a fucking car anymore because your car exploded. But
And we're done, though. So I'm just saying, huge steps are being made in the world for me right now. Great growth period. Me and Noah are going to be chefing it up. Wait like a month or two down the line. I'll be making foie gras for you.
yeah, duck liver, bro. Foie gras.
Foie gras.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I doubt that's how you pronounce it.
Foie gras.
I don't trust your French. I'll be honest.
Merci. Bibliothèque.
Au revoir. What?
Au revoir.
Arigato.
Domo arigato.
Fucking I. Yeah, I'm enjoying how clean the house is. That's nice. I gotta clean my bathroom.
I've been on my
That's the
cleaning
last
arc.
thing, but-
Me and Noah have been on top of cleaning, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And I've especially, I think it's nice since I'm doing a lot of cooking now. I personally, I don't eat my food until the kitchen's clean normally. Like that's just how I've always been.
Get everything done.
But now, you know, some people, not going to say who, some people may leave some dishes behind. There may be some
But since
some
you're
scraps.
cooking and
But
eating
since
with
I'm
them,
cooking and eating, and the
then they get
dishes are
done
right
right
there,
away.
I'm already cooking. I'm already cleaning up everything. I'm like, man, I just cleaned like a dirty fucking pan.
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned like all this cooking shit. What's a plate do? Plate's nothing.
Yeah.
Scree.
See,
Put away.
I'm not
Done.
I'm not involved in any of this because I will be at work and I'll be eating.
He really said,
something
I'm
at
going to
work.
pay extra, like a shit ton of extra money to not be involved. I'm going to do the food
It's not a
delivery
shit ton of extra
service.
money.
I'm going to get the fast
I
food.
basically give my grocery bill.
I spent
to
$10 in the
Brian.
past like 3 days on food.
I give my grocery bill to Brian and he cooks me dinner like most nights.
He doesn't even give you a
He's
peck on the
kinda lacking.
cheek. He doesn't even give you a peck on the cheek.
I feel like he would if I asked. It's just
Um,
good service because his business is.
He'd probably be like,
I'm
"You're
ba-
right."
I'm
Wait, can I
basically
do my Brian
helping-
impression? Wait, do my okay. Ask me to. You talk to me in a bit.
Hey Brian, can I get a little peck on the cheek?
Well, dude, you're gay.
Brian would
That's
not
gay.
say that. Brian. This is what Brian would do. He would stare directly into my soul like this, and he'd be like, "No."
No.
And then he'd laugh, and then he'd walk away, and I'd be like, oh.
Brian is really funny. I do think that it's his temperament. His temperament is comedy, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. He's just forever in the comedy sphere. But I think it's so funny when new people meet Brian and they're like,
They think he's a weirdo, but he's always like, that's his
I'm
bit.
like, no, you don't get it. He's genius. He's genius.
His bit is to make you uncomfortable. That's his bit. And
Yep.
some people just don't get it. But I get it because I'll stare right
There's-
back at him and then be like, and then make him laugh. I'll reverse uncomfortable him.
That's the test. He's the test.
Mm-hmm. Dude, when Brian moved in with us in the old house, and he was like, he was chefing up, and I was hanging out in the kitchen. We were just electric, and then we would dog on Seb together as a duo. It'd be great, and Seb would get bullied. It was awesome.
And the funny thing is, he's such a softie.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Such a sweet softie, man.
That's why I'm okay with giving him my money so he can make me dinner, because he makes healthy meals.
He does make
and
healthy
makes me a
meals.
healthier human, and also helps me get my macros up. Because sometimes I don't want to spend money and get more fast food or whatever, so I just won't eat dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But with Brian cooking dinner, and then it helps out a lot.
You can you buy me a tortilla?
A tortilla.
I need a tortilla.
You should have asked me when I made the Costco order, bro.
Fuck shit. I'm. What?
I brought you chicken and you were mad at me because there's a fee on
Danny,
it.
throw up wolf job.
It's not Danny. Danny's not the editor.
I know.
It's Barry.
Barry. Not just Barry. It could be any of them.
Well,
There's like
Barry was
4
the
or
only
5.
editor at the time
That's
when
true.
Wolf Job was a thing. This is talking about
Wolf Job.
talking about Game
Yeah.
Grumps. If you haven't noticed what I was talking about, what was I talking about before? You ever seen the TikTok guy where he's like, that's my, hey, don't cancel me. That's just my opinion. And then he's like, you're not that good at math, dude. What's 300 times 5? And the guy will like say it right away. And he's like, dude, stop lying. Use the calculator. You use the calc, bro. Use the calc. And then he's like, calc short for calculator, chat. I'm just using slang. I'm just using slang. That guy's a fucking joke. I don't know if that's like a bit he does multiple times or if that's just a one-off like TikTok or something.
Some
He's
people's
like,
entire TikToks
"Stop
are just one bit forever. There's that guy who goes, he just goes with his hands, and it's just
copy lame. Or
it's like whenever it's like, oh, this guy couldn't open a door.
He
made
fell
a
off.
He's
He's no longer number one. I don't think.
no longer number one.
I don't think so.
I'm
he
sure-
might be. Someone might have passed
Honestly,
him.
it's insane if he is, because
No, he was for a while.
I know, but I'm saying if he still
If he
is
stay,
at any point, because it's just, every single video is the exact same thing.
Do you know why it's that successful?
I know why.
It's because it's universal.
No, do you
There's
know
no
the
words
do you know
shown.
the real
It's
reason
just like
why?
logic, and then him being like, "Duh, you fucking idiot."
Real reason why?
And any race or any
Let me
language
tell you
can understand
the
that.
real reason why.
What?
It's a format where he just gets to put a viral video in front of him. Like that guy who just does like I'm unveiling all the cooking recipes, who eventually is now just like, oh, I'm telling you about this random thing that's featured in a like viral video. I don't know if you ever get that guy. Like, imagine this. It's like the new Gojo sauce came out, and he comes up with his glasses and a book and he goes, now let me tell you this. This is how you cook this. And
I'm not on cooking talk, but
I don't know. But he's not just cooking talk. He does do a lot of cooking stuff, though. It's like he does secret recipes, and then he eventually went down to like, oh, did you know that you can buy this toy? It's just like a toy truck or a toy excavator that can like actually
like a Tonka
excavate
or something.
It's like literally. It's like
or Hess.
I have no
Did
idea.
you get a Hess truck for Christmas?
What the fuck, a Hess?
I mean, that's a New York thing or something.
Maybe. And it's like 2 feet tall at most. It's like a little excavator for like a kid, but it can actually excavate. And he was like, let me tell you, you can actually buy this. He kind of has like a Dr. Phil vibe going.
Yeah.
But I swear, like there's so many people who like their entire shtick is one shtick. Yeah, but like, their shtick is just done in a way where like they can just put any fucking viral video,
like
and so it's just been reposting.
New Age Ray William Johnson TikToks where he just takes a story off Reddit and then reads it. Yeah, and he narrates it. That's all he does lately.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start. I need to start making those. I need to start doing Zoomer Pilled again.
Yeah, dude. We went to a party on Friday, and we're like, I'm talking to Wild Spartans. Yeah. Brandon, and I'm already like anxious for a number of reasons. Like the party was like, I was just there to like show face, and hang out with some people. So I'm sitting off to the side of like everyone talking, and I'm just talking to Brandon, and somehow we get in a conversation where he starts looking at my YouTube analytics, and he's like, dude, you realize every single stat you have right now, like this is my personal channel, like my video essays. He's like, you realize every single stat you right now has a green arrow? Like your views are up, your shit's getting pushed. Why are you not uploading? And he just starts berating me for like 30 minutes. Like, do it, man. Stop being a pussy. And I'm just like, I'm busy, man. I got a job. I got friends. I got a fucking adulting stuff. And I start having like a fucking panic attack. But he is right. I do need to make more videos. It is just
really funny though. You're there for like 30 minutes. I'm like, damn, he's still laying in.
It was like 30 minutes of him being like, I've seen so many people like right where you're at, and they just stop uploading and they fuck it up. Like you're on the cusp of like blowing up and being successful. Do you want that? Do you want to quit your job? Do you want to be successful? Fucking do it. Fucking make the videos. And I'm just like, okay.
I don't know how I'd do in that reverse. I think it's like the essential, like I think I want nurturing mentor. I think his approach is like the fucking PE coach.
No, I like his
the football coach. Like, you piece of shit. I know you want this. Work for it. Work.
It was very motivating and inspiring because I went home and immediately like started working on my video.
I did hear you. I was like going to bed and I hear you just redoing all the.
But like, apparently, so there's an audience graph and you have a blue line and a purple line, and the purple line is your subscribers. Like the blue line is new viewers. My blue line like peaks like way above my purple line, which means like my shit's getting suggested and pushed to all new people. So that's one of the insane stats that he saw. Like, and he was like, "What the fuck? Just post more."
I mean, that just makes sense, especially because like if you're doing videos that are getting more views than normal, they're probably all going to be coming from people who are not the audience that always watches your videos. Yeah.
He also said like the fucking algorithm changed because like he's been on his channel, he's getting like a spike in like recommended stuff. So I think like YouTube is super trying to push like new
that we're towards is being pushed.
Like the video essay side and like smaller creators are getting pushed like right now like really hard. Probably just because it's summer.
You know what? I've noticed that too because everyone's been complaining that they've been getting my old Nate Plays Bad shorts.
Really?
Yes. Like I have
I love they said complaining. They're upset that they get to see you.
I'm not joking. It's like what the fuck are you? Why do I keep getting your shorts? And I'm like, I don't know. I uploaded them like 2 years ago at this point, and now they're getting pushed massive.
You need to get back on Zoomer Pilled. I need to get back to making video essays, and we need to get the fuck off this podcast because we got shit to do.
Finally, it's the Bozo Show out!
Shut up. Why are you so excited to leave?